Hey, good morning, family. So, while the struggles in life to produce a new you, what's inside of us need to be broke down. In some cases, casted out. There are things about us that shouldn't be, that does not belong. And when we go through things, it tends to break us down, so to speak. It tends to get our attention, the struggles, and oftentimes we are in a place to where we must think, in a situation where we must reflect. And if we have the right mindset, the spiritual connection with God, when we're going through these things, yes, He shares with us His wisdom. Yes, we can hear his voice. We can also see Him working out things throughout the situation sometimes, but it's when we believe that He's working something out, He gives us this level of peace. Although we may not know, we have a level of understanding. Maybe not what's going on behind the scenes, but we know that He's working something out behind the scenes. And a lot of times it's within inside of us. He's trying to birth a new. That birthing that new is right now in seed form. And the only way that thing is going to be cracked open is when it hits something to where we embrace what's going on around us, then that seed can begin to grow and develop as we are actually in God's presence, as we are actually in the Word, feeding our spirit man instead of our flesh man. The flesh part of us, the sinful nature of us. When we are starving our spirit man, then something is being fed. Chances are it's our flesh, the fleshly desires that we have. We're embracing them, we're feeding it, so it makes it stronger. But when we start to starve the flesh man, I'm sorry, when we starve the flesh part about us, our fleshly nature, then and we also feed our spirit man, then we become more stronger spiritually. We become more intact spiritually. We become more connected spiritually. And the more we read our Bible and feed our spirit what it needs, then that seed that's inside of us, that new that's inside of us, it began to grow and develop. And when we accepted Christ, because He laid down His life, and when we accepted Him as He died and was resurrected, so are we. So the Bible tells us that we are to walk in newness. The old is gone, the new is now. So when we go through these struggles in life, that is an eye opener. That is a knock on the door, letting us know that God is not only working some behind the scenes, but He's trying to get our attention. He's trying to produce a new. He's trying to put us in a situation to where we have to turn to Him. So when we turn to Him, then now He have our attention, and then He can begin to do the things that He wants to do within inside of us, because we are now embracing Him. We are embracing the struggle, and we have given Him permission to have His way in this time. And as we grow through it and grow out of it, we are to continue to walk with Him, continue to stay in the Word. And the more we do that, we're feeding our spirit man. We begin to become that new. The Bible says, "Do not transforming is in the renewing of our mind. This helps the renewing process, and as we walk with God, He'll begin to transform our hearts. He'll begin to produce that new that we all desperately in need of, whether we want or know it or not. I love you guys. Stay blessed. Peace.